Hey there, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. Today we are going to cover the Moon Astrology for November 16th through the 22nd, 2020. Hey, guess what? We're nearing the end. You know, usually this time of year, everybody's like, oh my gosh, this year flew by. That's not what people are saying this year, right? Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Before I get started, I want to ask you a big favor. If you will help out my channel by hitting the thumbs up, it really helps with the analytics. And I'm going to bribe you to get you to leave a comment. It can just be simply an emoji, but it does help my analytics. And everybody that leaves me a comment this week, at the end of next week's videos, I will pull a card for you. And so that will be next week's. At the end of this week on Friday, there will be the Sun and Sagittarius monthly readings coming out, and so it won't be on that one, but it'll be on the one that comes out next Monday. So help a girl out here. Okay, so interesting cards. I love the color of this one. I don't know what it means. It's Actramus. It is number 17, so that would be like a star card. It does look like, you know, like hope lifting off, right? And then we have peace here in the with the colors of the third eye chakra. So let's see here. So it says integrate the higher vibrations within your work and your life. Connect with the peacemakers, the peacekeepers of the galaxy. Wow, and then you got the peace card. Woo! This is akin to the Atlantean dragon. So if you feel like you've been from Atlantis, you're really going to resonate here, I think. Seventh dimensional work, but choose to work with the five-dimensional beings of Atlantis and oversee the raising of their vibration. Okay, if Actramus has joined your reading today, heed his words. The time has come for you to begin integrating with the seven-dimensional golden ray energy and initiate the process of anchoring into its frequency into your being. This will enable you to shift from the old layers of the 3D energy, release it naturally. It heralds the next phase of your incredible journey. Holding a clearer vibration allows you to view the world without judgment, be at ease with ourselves, and to let go of negativity. By accepting Actramus into your life, you are acknowledging that you are ready to shift that old DNA coding and integrate the higher vibration into your life. Whoa, the crystalline DNA that we, okay, so I have had a lot of science classes. Let me just tell you, I have had a lot of science classes. I have 2 degrees and they're both science-based. I have a lot of science classes. And the one thing I could never stand, I'm gonna let you know how old I am right now. When I was in high school and I took AP Bio for fun, literally took it for fun. Because I was doing engineering, I thought. But it was my senior year, and I was like, oh, AP Bio looks interesting. So here I am, like, now I have 2 science degrees. But AP Bio, they were so excited because they had just started to code. I think they had maybe coded the DNA. And they, recently had discovered the double helix, and now they were starting this genome project to code the DNA. And then fast forward 25 years and I'm back in college, and oh my gosh, like I go into the first science room, and they've completed the periodic table. Like it used to be all these squares where they're like, there's elements there, we just don't know what they are. Well, now they know what they are, and now they know where the things on the DNA is. And one of the things they said is there's a bunch of junk DNA. What? Yeah, we only use 4% of the DNA. The rest of it is all junk. It's just placeholders. And so I'm somebody who always thinks for myself, which can be very annoying if you're my Sunday school teacher or if you're my science teacher. I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense, because in nature, when something is useless, it disappears, right? It gets Darwined out. Like, things don't stick around that don't have a use. It's the survival of the fittest. So why would we run around with all this extra DNA that we don't actually use? That doesn't make any sense to me. And then I discovered books written by Carol. Can't think of his first name right now, but they're the Cryon things, and he channels Cryon. And Cryon says, that's not junk DNA, that's your crystalline DNA that needs to be activated. And you're being asked to be willing to activate some of that crystalline DNA. This is the DNA that we have, that we were created with back when our souls were originally created. And now here it is. It needs to be, we need to remember that we have the power to activate it, and so these activation opportunities that come to you, sitting out in the sun helps to activate some of this crystalline DNA. So that, you're solar powered, right? You're Leo, you're solar powered. And so doing that and then supercharging it with unconditional love of yourself and others, right? Being willing to forgive and release things that are weighing you down, that are bogging you down. This is your opportunity to let things go and have it really make a difference moving forward into this lifetime and future lifetimes. And then you have the peace card. So this is about the inner peace, but I feel like it's more than that. It's more about actually the galactic peace, right? Because when we bring the planet Earth back into peace, into balance, those vibrations then will ripple out across the galaxies and affect the entire universe. It says, for peace, allow me to pull together your scattered energies. We frequently push ourselves too hard in our lives, whether this is at work or at home. We forget who we truly are, and we can miss the beauty in life as we become self-absorbed. You are guided to find your inner tranquility. Every situation has a legacy, but alas, occasionally it can take a little more time to appreciate and understand it fully. Let my presence help release only negative feelings for you that are true. For you are truly a creator and are immensely powerful. By allowing peace to enter our lives, we enable our very beings to carry more light, crystalline light of your DNA. We become beacons to others to follow. But in order to do this effectively, we must release our need for control. If life has been dull or you're feeling generally out of sorts, call upon peace to lift your blues. She will support you by showing you the beauty of life and helping you to celebrate your experiences here on earth. But remember, you can only do this if you relinquish the need for control. When you do so, you will feel lighter, brighter, and more connected to the universe. I unconditionally love and forgive myself and others. Great mantra, really. Okay, so we start out this week. So as I'm recording this, we are like 4 hours away from the new moon in Scorpio. And if I am not done by then, I'm going to quit doing videos for the night and do my new moon activation. This is a great new moon to work with. It has these great aspects around it. It's very well supported. 6 hours after the new moon, the moon will come into into sextile with Saturn, which says you need a plan for your dream to make it a reality, and I'm here to support you and help you to build this future for yourself. And so what do you want to do? What do you want to create? If you are a Leo rising, this is happening in your 4th house of home. But wherever you are feeling it, if you don't know what your rising sign is, so wherever Scorpio comes into your chart, and if you don't actually know your rising sign, what is it that you want to do next? Because you're probably exactly right. So what do you want to create? Where do you want to plant your seeds of intention and nurture with a plan where you take action to create a transformation in your life that helps to bring around this sense of peace and serenity in you so that you can unconditionally love and forgive yourself and others, so that you can light the light within you and shine it out as a beacon to others. Where is that place in your world where you're like, I want to make this big change, right? And so there's this opportunity when when the moon moves through that energy, it is going to then the moon's going to move into Sagittarius on Sunday afternoon, and then Monday it is still there. And this is the opportunity where we get to look through the peephole and we go, wow, this is what I realize. This is what I want. This is the door I want to open to where it is I want to go. It's the door to the blessings. We have the canary, and the canary is about singing your joyful song. Your joy brings blessings to you. Wow. Talk about being in flow with spirit. That's amazing. So we have Venus having a big conversation about love and money this week, all week long. Conversation with yourself, conversation with others. Where are the boundaries? What is it that you want? What is it that you desire? How do you want to get there? And so that is going to be a theme throughout the week. Venus is currently in Libra, but she's going to move into Scorpio on Saturday, and then the conversations I begin the week are a little more tense. It might be more of a feeling of tension around it, and then when you get to Venus moving into Scorpio, then the conversations become intense between you and somebody else, but this intensity can be very productive. But because it's all happening in your house of home, if you're a Leo rising, or wherever it is in your chart that you're feeling this, there is an intensity level to it that needs to be monitored. Needs to be monitored. I unconditionally forgive and love myself and others, right? So this moon, you have blue moon rare opportunity. Well, we just had a blue moon. And that was in Taurus. The new moon is in Scorpio. They're triggering opposite houses in your chart, no matter what your rising sign is. So whatever felt triggered a couple weeks ago with the full moon, then across the chart from those, the counterbalance, right? It is a rare opportunity for you to create what you want. This so much support right now about realizing what your dream, your ultimate dream and goal is, and then how to build the plan to get there. So there is a need to accept help and guidance from spirit. There's a need to accept in your mind that change needs to occur. Like things cannot stay the same. Changes need to happen in order for you to get to where you want to grow. Well, this is the growth card, to where you want to go, how you want to grow your life. And this is about self-love. And Leo is pretty good at self-love. But maybe you've been a little... I'm seeing... I always see a line with you guys. But what I'm seeing is in Narnia. Did you ever watch The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? Narnia, where... Aslan's on the stone tablet and he is tied down. But Richipi? Whatever the little mouse's name was. I read the book so many times. I'm dyslexic, and when the movie came out, I wasn't listening to names. He led a whole bunch of mice to go and chew through the cords and free the lion. You need to chew your own cords, is what I'm hearing, but you can. Well, that's quite a feat. Oh, and spirit is helping. Okay. Or another thing you can do is you can ask Saint Michael to come with his sword of truth and cut the cords for you. Release yourself. You do not have to be bound by the negative energies of other people. Release yourself. I can see St. Michael with his sword just slashing through those things so much faster than the mice. And so it could be that things have been little anxieties, little things have been building, and then you've been like, oh, that's not okay. And it's gnawing away at them, and it's releasing you from this bondage, bondage that you've allowed yourself to be held in. But you can get it done a lot faster. It's a rare opportunity to get that done. You just have to ask. You just have to ask. So we have some really great energy on Wednesday. So it's very productive energy. You can really get a lot of things done, figuring out what your dreams are, how you want to get there. So try to utilize that energy. And then the moon is going to, at the end of Wednesday and the beginning of Thursday, it's going to move through those conjunctions with Pluto and then Jupiter and then Saturn. And so the moon says, how do you feel, right? And so where do you feel you want to make a transformation? That would be Pluto. And then where do you want to expand things in your life as you're transforming things? That's Jupiter. And then Saturn says, what's your plan? You have to have a plan. So this week should be about dreaming the rare, impossible dream, the once in the blue moon opportunity, and then creating the plan that allows you to manifest this into reality. Beautiful energy. Okay, so, and still that difficult conversation around love and money happening all week. So don't lose track of that. That is kind of a theme of the week. So on Thursday afternoon at 3:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the moon is going to move into Aquarius, and this is really unusual because Aquarius doesn't like to get into the emotional waters, and it's aware of them, it carries them, it dips its toe in them, but it doesn't like to immerse itself right into that energy. Except this week there's a rare opportunity to really do that, to allow yourself to stand even under that Aquarian moon, to stand under that and allow yourself to get soaking wet with emotions, with blessings, with everything. So feel your feels, because that is how you will know where to go and what to do, and that will help you figure out what the right path is. And if you can see, there's a ladder there, right? And so to find the pathway forward. Okay. You got like the most Capricorn kind of card I can think of. So that energy of that moon coming into sextile with, into conjunction with Saturn after the sextile that it had with the new moon, it's really about having a plan and being willing to work the plan. So you have the B. The B says belief, sweet reward, and productivity. With focused intention and diligence, I accomplish great things that benefit many beings. Sounds like Aquarius. The moon's in Aquarius there. Okay, so believe in yourself. Pun intended. You are capable of more than you realize. Take your interest and passion seriously so that you commit time and energy to their development and expression. When you live as your true self, doing work that has meaning for you, you are helping many more beings than you realize. Your inner light has a positive, contagious effect. It lights up the lives of those around you, so let yourself shine. Do not be afraid to work hard, but also make time to enjoy your life. There is a distinct need for what you have to offer. Okay. So I was just talking to a Leo friend the other day, and she has a job that she's doing really well at, and she's enjoying it, but she has a dream that she wants to do, and it's so much more work. And I was like, why do you want to do that? I was actually kind of like a negative Nelly about it, which is not usually how I act, but I was just like, whoa, you already have so much on your plate. But if this is really what you want to do, then maybe cut back on the other one and pursue the thing that you're most passionate about. If you're willing to work hard, you can create and manifest anything that you really want to into reality. And what it is that you want wants you, I just heard. And the world wants it. So I'm going to have to I'm going to have to contact her when I get done with doing these tomorrow and say, hey, guess what? I'm changing my mind about what I said. I support you. Okay, so there you go. Belief, sweet reward, and productivity. With focused intention and diligence, I accomplish great things that benefit many beings. So watch out for the tense energy around Friday. People are going to be super crabby. That moon in Aries, in Aquarius, people are going to be biting with these stinging words, right? It can happen when it comes into square energy with Mercury in Scorpio and Uranus and Taurus. And so just be aware that, and especially because all that energy squares Leo, there's some tough stuff. So the moon's opposing your sign. It's up in your 7th house of partnership if you are a Leo rising. And so there's a lot of energy. So, be careful what you say. And then on Saturday, the sun moves into Sagittarius. Happy solar return, Sagittarians. And that is around 3:40 in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. And then the moon moves into Pisces at 11:06 p.m. And so Sunday we have that moon in Pisces, and Venus moved into Scorpio on Friday. And so there is a very emotionally congenial attitude and energy that surrounds Sunday. It's very supportive, and it's a great time to do some personal assessing of your dreams and your goals and where you want to go and how you want to get there. And that moon is at half, and so what's that quarter? But it looks like it's half light and half dark, right? And so shadow and light. And it'll be looking at the positives and the negatives, but doing it in a way that feels into your heart space and what brings the sense of peace and joy for you. Wow. Out of nowhere, you have past lives. Release your past life karma. You are an old soul with deep wisdom. Healing your past lives will raise your vibration. We are back to here. I unconditionally love and forgive myself and others across all timelines and all lives, past, present, and future. And so it is. Give yourself the gift of clearing up all that karmic energy. Because when we move into next year, we've got on the 21st, on the solstice, we have Saturn and Jupiter moving at 0 degrees into Aquarius. It is an energy shift. And the best way to make that transition is to lighten your load. And the best way to lighten your load is through unconditional love of yourself and others. Unconditional forgiveness of yourself and your others. So, past life karma. We are a bunch of brave souls that showed up this time because we are, especially if you were born before like 2000, so like actually maybe 1996 or before, you are dragging with you not only your own karma, but your ancestral karma because it needed to be cleared. And so some of the things that we're clearing out may not necessarily even be our own, but we're here to just throw love all over it. Think of it like, you know how you make a 2-layered cake and you buy 3 cans of frosting for it so you can slather it with all the frosting in the world. So it's like having a little cake with your frosting, right? And so, okay, don't tell me you haven't ever done that because I'm not going to believe that. All right. So, I mean, come on, Leo, you know how to indulge. All right. So it's like that. It's like slathering that 2-layer cake of karma with the frosting of love. Just every place you can, every place you can. In fact, take those layers and cut them in half and make it like 4 layers so you can really get all that frosting in there. That's what you're being asked to do so that you can so you can free yourself and have a little sugar high while you're at it, right? Okay, don't tell me you haven't done that. I won't even believe it. I really won't. Okay, so here we go. So my favorite cake is German chocolate cake, and I have done that. Just saying, it was awesome. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card for that solar move for the sun moving from Scorpio into Sagittarius. I am doing a reading that'll come out at the end of the week that will cover the next month while the sun is in Sagittarius, more in depth for you. But I just kind of wanted to get a taste of what that energy is that's coming up. So I want to say this again. With focused intention and diligence, I accomplish great things that benefit many things, and you have focus. So the energy, what you set your intention for with this energy of this new moon going into the week will set you up for success in the following month. All of my thoughts are directed toward my highest good, and you have the light. And I love this card because, again, right here where this card is, this B, is the path. And I really want you to look at how much these two things look the same. You see they both have a ladder. This ladder right here is climbing up into the circle where the sun is coming up. And here you're in the circle. See, she's at the top of the ladder and the sun is shining. I love that. My light radiates through my life and the world around me. You are represented by the sun for a reason. Do not hide your light under the bushel of past karmic bull crap. There were things that have happened in this lifetime that were there to remind you or to help you to draw attention to the things you don't remember that you came here to do that you need to do. And so these karmic soul contracts, this is the lifetime where we're like, okay, I see you, karmic energy, and karma is not bad. Karma is healing of past things. It could be positive. It's not even healing. What's the word I want? It's the result of. So it's positive or it's negative. But it's not bad by definition, although it's used that way. But it's not. And so the good things that have happened in your life, those are the rewards you have accumulated in a way, and through choices and decisions that you've made or your ancestors have made, right? And then the negative things were because you needed to forgive yourself and others for the things that happened. This summer when I was doing my healing, we got into a few of my past lives, which I really didn't want to do. And honestly, I'm sure I had good past lives, but I saw a lot of things that were not so great. And I'm like, oh, okay, I forgive myself for that kind of stuff. And so we've played both sides of the coin. And even in this lifetime, you've probably played both sides where you've been the positive influence and when you've been the teacher that's not been so positive, right? And it's okay because you're doing what you came here to do, which is soul growth. Yours, and to help those that you have contracts with where you said, hey, I'll come and help you with that. So unconditionally love yourself, unconditionally forgive yourself, and do that for others, because we are all really here working together on a path to try to anchor into that fifth dimensional energy so that we can raise the vibration of the planet. Because what we do on this planet actually ripples out across the galaxies throughout the universe. And so we're back where we started. And it's beautiful because if anyone has the energy and the power to do that, it would be the sun. It is you, Leo. And so I am grateful for you. I will see you back here next week. Until then, you guys take care. Dream big dreams, make the plan, and take the action. And you will have a really good week. You can't do all the action, but you can start. All right. You guys take care. We'll talk soon. Where is the thing? Oh, hey, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Leave me a comment. That's why it wasn't there, right?